Hello, beautiful people. I hope you can all hear me. Let me know if you can hear me. Pat is coming very shortly. How are you doing? This is a beautiful Saturday as usual. Hello, hello, hello. Please don't forget to click like, share, and subscribe wherever you're watching from. So, thank you all for tuning in. Today, we have a lot to talk because Meghan Markle is the gift that keeps on giving. And we have tomorrow's Princess Diana's the 31st of August. That's the day she passed away. And there's so much going on with this woman. I mean, not with Princess Diana, but with Meghan Markle. And for people saying that she's wearing Princess Diana's, oh, here we go. Hello, Dinah. I can't hear you. You're mute.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Absolutely.
Okay, good.
So tomorrow's Princess Diana's death anniversary, Pat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I wonder what this crazy woman's going to come up with.
Well, we know she's going to do something, right?
I mean, do you know what the worst part of it all for me is that Harry lets her get away with so much
Mm.
because now he's in the bandwagon of exploiting his own mother. I mean,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
I mean, it really is quite sad. And I think just shows how desperate they are. It's very revealing. When you say,
Yeah, I mean, you know that the gold watch that people say is Diana's, it is not Princess Diana's watch.
it's the one that Megan wears?
Yeah, that's not Princess Diana's watch.
Well, whose watch is it?
It's just a replica that she had herself made. That's why she's wearing it and using it for pottery and all kinds of things. Even the magazine had to issue a print statement retracting that it was Princess Diana's gold watch.
Oh,
I'll send you
interesting.
the link. I'll send you the link of that. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's because a lot of people say because I don't know if you saw that show where she's doing pottery and all kinds of things with Diana's watch.
Well, yeah. Yes, okay. But we know that she always wants to do something that looks like she's attached to Diana,
Yeah,
right? That's just what she does. Yeah.
that is just disgusting. I gotta tell you, Pat. It's like she's such a ghoul. I mean, I don't know what you guys think in the audience, but don't you find her to be very ghoulish, that behavior?
It's it's very revealing to her disingenuousness, like how she is as a person, her character. But it's for me, it's the greatest part of all of this is it's just watching the downfall of this woman, watching it all come crumbling down. That is going to be just such great satisfaction because she is just such at her core, like she talks about being good at her core, like her core is really not good. If she had a chance to do something bad to somebody or to really throw someone under a bus like we've seen her do it, she'll do it. And this is what she continues to do, and I just can't wait to watch everything come crumbling down for her and Harry, um because of just how not nice they are and how really mean they are. She truly is a bully. In every sense of the word, she is a bully,
Yeah.
you know?
Pat, I went to Soho House here in Toronto.
Mhm.
Soho House.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Yes, it's
Okay.
the skankiest place on earth I've seen in my entire life. I
So,
don't
yeah, did you take
understand
a
how
picture
this
out
woman.
front?
No, ugh. I thought when I went with Manuela, and when I look, they give you this Soho House where you put your drinks, but look what it says in the back.
Mm.
No
Oh,
picture.
no camera. Okay, yeah, that's typical. So when I was in England, I went to a couple of private clubs and they are very strict about having a camera out or anything. And that's
But
something.
I mean, come on, you know what I mean. So how did Megan get the camera in?
Which
When she
specific?
did the one to your left eye thing.
Oh, when she was on the balcony. Well,
Mm.
she was doing a photo shoot, so that's different, I think,
No, she was doing a
or
thing.
some
Come
kind of
with me, walk
shoot.
with me to Toronto. What I
Yeah,
do in Toronto.
exactly. She was doing something for you, so
Pat,
so
she's
she
so
could have a
skanky.
camera.
The whole place, Pat. I walk by it. It's a red corner. It's like a hooker place. It's like a red corner. There's no sign or anything. There's like old fashioned. Megan was talking about the stockings, pantyhoses being old fashioned.
Mhm.
Well, the
Mhm.
doors there, they had those mid curtains like old ladies. Like they're like covering half the curtain. It's like, but they're like they look dirty. Um,
Mm.
it was just, and I walked by and I'm like, I found Manuela because I thought this can't be the place. The way to me, it's the way she aggrandized her lifestyle here in Canada that I have a
Mhm.
problem with.
Mhm.
You
So
know,
when she talked about it on the Netflix documentary, and
well, her going to Soho, how Soho was her. Let's not forget that she remodeled a historic home like Frogmore Cottage for us
mhm.
as the Soho House. But Pat, you've been to the pubs in the UK. Even the most, it's the smell for me. It's like when you open that door,
Mhm.
it smelled rancid, like sweat. And I'm like, ugh. Hello, Kristen Gilbert. Hello, guys. Thank you so very much, guys. If you're watching on my channel, please go subscribe to Pre Dinah's channel. Don't forget to click like and leave your comments. Of course, also donate to her channel. Any of the mods, if you can, they can put the link to P Dinah's charity. Please do so. P Dinah and I are going to do a project that hopefully will help her charity, because you've talked about it, right, Pat, about what's happened to your charity and stuff like that. So we're
Mhm.
working on a plan to sell or give, make about 500 purses, limited edition, and we're going to sell it, and 50%
Oh.
of all the profits are going to go to her charity. So hopefully you guys will, we're going to put it on Shopify. We have to set it up on Shopify because it's unbelievable. This is incredible. I mean, well, so please go and we always are very thankful for your support. But I was shocked, Pat. It's the smell. So I
Mm.
opened the door because it says push. You open the door, and I was expecting something. I don't know.
Like
Better.
something really nice and
Yeah.
classy.
Uh-uh. No, no, no. Justin Kessner, you keep talking about what Oprah said about Catherine. I haven't watched it. Do you know this,
What
Pat?
did Oprah say about
I
Catherine?
have no clue. I haven't had a chance to look into it, guys. I was gonna go to visit
Make
somebody but
coming
out of
nearer.
Toronto, but there's an air show, so we're not going anywhere. There's an air show here in Toronto, so we're not
Okay.
going anywhere. We're saying put. I don't know what they talked about. Okay, so but it was, Pat, so disappointing.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like Meghan Markle. You expect something and you get something completely different, something very disappointing, something
Mm.
very, oh, she apologized. So Oprah apologized. I haven't heard anything of that.
Really? Okay, so I need details. Let's figure something out. What is all this stuff going on with? Oh, she apologized to Catherine. Oprah
CNE
apologizes.
air show this weekend. That's absolutely true, Maria. Yes, the CNE air show all weekend. That's true. Yeah.
Wait a minute. Wait, this what AI is saying. Hold on. It was a fabricated apology.
Yeah. So it's not made, it's not real.
It's not real.
You know what happens, guys? It's like, for example, with ChatGPT, the problem is if that people put rumors out and you put something out and there's whatever you do is or whatever, they will pick on it. So yes. And then
Yeah.
we have from your one of your lovely follower subscribers. I saw that Oprah thing. In my opinion, was definitely, yes, it was AI. Oh, I thought you were talking about something else. No, that was AI.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely, completely AI. Oprah is, in my opinion, is really shady. But we have to talk about, because Pat, and we went. They took out the photo booth. I wanted to get some pictures there. The photo booth is gone, but it's so shady,
Okay.
the people there, and I'm like, and they pay money for that. They pay money to be in that place.
Oh, yeah, there's an annual membership
But it's
fee.
awful. It is really, really bad. I was like,
Yeah,
ugh.
yeah.
It's like, it's like, when you don't want to touch something, I wouldn't want to be part of that. That is so skanky.
Yeah, yeah, but I think it just is a place that people wanna belong to because it has, like,
I don't
all
know.
this
It has nothing.
global clubs. Yeah.
It has nothing. I mean, and the other, I mean, I don't know. It's just my opinion. I wouldn't belong to that thing. I'd be so embarrassed to say that I'm part of that, especially
Mhm.
given that the owner is associated. It's the godfather to P Diddy's twins, and he's very shady. He has that airplane. But
Mhm.
but what did you make, Pat, of Meghan Markle's? We have to talk about this. Okay, first of all, let's get it out of the way. What do you think this crazy chick is gonna do? Because tomorrow, as we said, is the late Princess Diana's anniversary.
Mhm. Yeah. Of her death.
Yeah, what do you think this crazy chick is gonna do?
Well, I think she'll just put out let's look at what she's done so far. So far, she's put out different videos on her social media, right? From her show with Love Megan. I think she'll just put out another video, and maybe even say something about Diana's death, perhaps, maybe. I mean, I just think she'll do something, but it'd be more around her as ever brand, and maybe she'll say in honor of, or let's remember this, just to help her sales.
I am surprised she hasn't got Diana a drink.
Oh, yeah, a Diana drink. That
Mm.
that is something that she could probably definitely do because of her connection. I mean, I don't know. I think Harry has to be disgusted with how Megan tries. Well, he does it too. I don't know. They're just the worst of the worst. What do you see happening with this relationship?
Well, I don't think they're together at all. But I think that the royal family would, or Harry even, because they're so arrogant. Harry's so arrogant. He doesn't want to. There's a saying in Spanish. He doesn't want to twist his arm and say, "I was wrong. The whole entire world was right. I was played for a fool." You know what I
Mhm.
mean, Pat?
Yeah,
In the
yeah,
royal
yeah.
family, we see Fergie there. I mean, Fergie's still there with what's his name, Andrew, Prince Andrew.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah. So she let me see, meet King Charles. Yeah, so the whole thing about Harry getting ready to meet the king, uh, this article that you're looking at,
Hmm.
I think Harry is going to really try to find a way back in. I think it's more to him trying to meet with the king, and it's more to what he's trying to do for his future because he doesn't have a future with Meghan in America.
You think?
Yeah. Why what do you think? You think something different?
Well, it would be a shame if the king, I mean, I don't know, Pat. I just think it would be such a shame if the king is inviting Meghan to come because it's also, and let's not forget that in September 8th is when the queen died, right?
Mhm.
If I remember correctly. So, and if you look at this article, it says Prince Harry set to meet with King Charles for the first time in 20 months, though his brother William has reportedly rejected the invitation out of hand. Gee, I
Mhm.
wonder why.
Mm. Yeah.
Reconciliation is within reach between the Duke of Sussex and his father following an informal peace summit involving Buckingham Palace officials. That is the one that we saw in the balcony, remember?
Mhm. Mhm.
Harry is expected in London on September 8th for the third anniversary of Queen Elizabeth II's death, where he will also attend the Well Child Awards, a charity event that he has always supported. That charity event is just, like one of the few because Invictus, I think, is that. But listen to this. This is the important part. It says a U.S. source. So it came from the United States. It didn't come from the royal family.
Mhm.
told the Mirror there was now a determination on both sides to make this happen. Yeah, Harry's desperate, and Meghan too.
Yeah. So Meghan, you're saying, is going to possibly be there,
Well, the king has extended an invitation to Meghan for
and
the.
that is an abomination if he did that. The king, I don't think he understands how what a big mistake that is. Meghan would definitely better not show her butt up in the United Kingdom, because I think that would be a big mistake for her.
Yeah, Ruby Torres says U.S. sources that Meghan absolutely, of course, Meghan is Meghan is the leak, guys. It's like as if not, like Meghan, of course, is the leak, but of course, Charles is going to extend an invitation to Meghan, the one who didn't
And
want
hope she doesn't
Meghan.
show up.
Meghan would show up absolutely, and I
But
believe
I
that
think
was what the meeting
hoping,
was about. I believe that was what the meeting was about on that balcony. Because they're
yeah,
they're gonna
yeah.
exploit it and make it look like the king is desperate for Meghan to be there to reconcile with Meghan, and then Meghan decided not to attend, because that horrible family, while calling herself the Duchess of Sussex.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah.
You know what I mean, Pat?
Yeah. Hmm?
You know what I mean, Pat?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, here that whole Sussex thing is such a gaslighting. Megan is like, cause she knows she's not Sussex legally. The legal name is Mountbatten Windsor. Am I right?
Absolutely, Pat. It's on the
So,
royal website. It's everywhere, and I'm just gonna show a little bit of this, guys, so you guys can see this woman. She goes, it's so confusing, and clearly it's confusing because this cow herself doesn't even know what that's like. And I'm gonna show you this. We're gonna go here, and by the way, they clear the entire place for them. So her pretending to be authentic, I've gotten to hate that word, Pat.
mhm.
Authentic.
Yeah.
So let's watch what our Megan says, okay? Hello, beautiful people. You're right. We're all beautiful. Here we go. So,
okay. So, yum. Can you actually get a drink in peace?
Dinner. Yes.
Yeah.
We go out a lot. I love it. I go out with my girlfriends for dinner and lunches, and obviously my husband and I have a lot of date nights because it's important. But yeah, we go out a lot.
look how her smile disappears when she says it's important. And then,
Mhm.
the smile is gone. Why is that important?
Well, what you
And
know
what?
what? Go back and do that one more time. I someone to say something. Go back and just replay the part about the date night.
Okay. But also, what's important is the following. Also, about her not needing to be incognito. Wait.
I mean, obviously, this is a quieter town. Can you actually get a drink in peace?
Yes.
Yeah.
We go out a lot. I love it. I go out with my girlfriends for dinner and lunches, and obviously my husband and I have a lot of date nights because it's important. But yeah, we go out a lot in our community, in
Okay.
Montecito and in Santa Barbara. And
Okay, just let me stop that. So her seeing that we go out for date night a lot because it's important. How she like did a little smile, then she stopped. That is Megan always trying to prop up all is good, all is good. And then her face drops and she starts to go back because she has it in her to just make it always feel as if there's nothing going on with this marriage. It's like this heightened sense of showing that all is well, right? Meaning it's not. That's what I think. What do you think?
Of course, because if this woman could have get herself going out someplace with Harry, she would get the paps in a heartbeat if she could be in the same restaurant with Harry, which I don't think she's seen Harry in months.
I don't think so either. I think that is just a big sign how she says that. She is just so pretentious like that.
No, I think she's desperate. She wants to, like you said, it wants to make it sound like, oh, it's all good. It's all good. We're fantastic. My life is fantastic. But the smile didn't linger.
No, it did not. It came up and it went down.
It's like,
Mhm.
I like
Right.
Pat.
Exactly. And then talking about how they go out all the
No, I do
time.
like Pat, by the way. See how the smile stays?
um you see how when she's speaking about how they go out a lot,
Mm-hmm.
how can that be if the people that reports came out that talked about how they're just not very they're not seen a lot in town. Like people don't even know that they're there. Like people have come out and said we don't ever see them.
Nobody, yeah, even the neighbor. We've never seen Harry.
And
We
then
haven't seen the children, and the mothers have come up and said she doesn't drop off the kids. We haven't seen the kids.
exactly, they came out saying that they don't even see her anything with the kids being dropped up at the kindergarten. That's not true.
Yep, absolute BS.
Her lying is really dangerous because she is so convinced. She is
Well,
so
is
convinced.
she? Yeah, but let me show you this here. Let's listen to what this woman has to say. Listen.
Laura's really
Okay.
friendly.
Are there any tricks to being incognito?
No, we're not trying to be incognito.
Okay.
Different chapter.
If you had total
What the hell does that even mean? So she's no
Different
longer trying to hide. Now she wants the publicity.
Yeah.
Didn't she bitch about it that she couldn't go and do things because the paps were following her?
Yeah.
I think I'm like that lady over there. I look confused. She's like, what?
Yeah.
Didn't Harry do the spare thing? Then they flee. That's the word they use, Pat. They fled the UK because of Pap's intrusion.
Yeah. Yeah. They are not. There's. Oh my God. This
Oh my
woman is
God, your
exhausting.
subscribers are on fire. No need for incognito because no one cares. Absolutely.
Right. Yeah.
But what do you mean? It's a different chapter.
It's a
Now I
different
want to be
chapter.
photographed because now I'm charging.
Yeah. And it's so interesting because she always is saying that's a different chapter, or she says life was full of surprises. Like I feel like we'll be hearing the same thing when this marriage dissolves, different chapter in her life, or things happen and life is full of surprises. I think she is definitely going to be able to say the same thing when the marriage dissolves, because right now is a chapter and then that's going to be a different
Oh yes,
chapter when they're not together.
absolutely. Oh, thank you very much to, oh my God, Deidre Sorrell 1726 for gifting a membership to Pidina. Thank you so
Thank you
kindly.
so much. Thank you.
And
Yeah.
then Claudia Salas says, Paula, look at Meghan Markle's face when she snarls at that lady. It's a different chapter. It's like, yeah, actually, that's true, Pat. Look at her. It's like, don't you know it's a different chapter in my life?
Let's see it again. Let's see it.
Okay, let's look at it.
It's important. But yeah, we go out a lot in our community, in Montecito and in Santa Barbara. And
lying. Look when she says a lot. Look at her body language when she says we go out a lot. And look at her face. Look at that face. The smile doesn't really reach the eyes. You see that, Pat?
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah. It's just lies.
And her dentures are really awful because,
Wait a minute. She does not have dentures.
She has gone I'll tell you all about it offline. But yes, Meghan Markle, if you look at, they're no longer, because she had her teeth, when they put what you might call it, those teeth that they grind your teeth down and then they put those teeth and they attach them. What do you call those?
Implants.
Implants, but not only that, there's another word for it. Please help me in the side chat. It's like, they grind your teeth all the way and then they put like these teeth to make them look like perfect. Veneers.
Yeah, they're implants. They're dental implants.
Veneers. But apparently she's gone too many times to the dentist because she's gone crazy. That that if you take them off and off, then you wear off the tooth and then there's nothing for it to hang on.
Really?
Yeah, the veneers, it's horrible what they do. They literally, caps and stuff like that, they have to grind your tooth completely and they leave like a little thing and then they put glue and then they put the perfect teeth on it.
But how do we know? Okay, yeah, you're going to have to tell me about this, girl, because I ain't heard that.
But let's look at this woman. Look at her face. Is that so weird?
Important. But yeah, we go out a lot in our community, in Montecito and in Santa Barbara. And people are just really friendly.
Are there any tricks to being incognito?
No, we're not trying to be incognito.
Okay.
Different chapter.
If you had total...
Look at that.
No, we're not
Look at her.
trying to be
talking about it. Come and take my picture. Come and take my picture.
incognito.
Okay.
Look at her face.
Yeah.
What the hell? Look, wait.
Different chapter.
This is like,
If you had total anonymity for a month, what would you do?
She is just not telling the truth.
yeah, and thank you for having us. They cleared the entire place. You know those two guys behind her, Pat? They're cameramen.
They're the crew. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, they're the crew, and it's like, and you know, she's asking about Trump, and I want people to understand that she's been asked if you could, because she's been saying that for while she was at the royal family, she couldn't say anything. Remember, Pat?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. She
You
couldn't
know,
say anything.
and then she's like, and she's like, the quieter song's still part of the song. I mean, I don't. And then what is she talking about? Traveling a different way. You were yawning, girl. Yeah.
I would go grocery shopping every day.
Okay, so look, if you go
I
out
miss
all the
grocery
time,
shopping.
okay, first of all, she contradicts herself. If you could have complete anonymity, you would go out all the time. You would go grocery shopping. But didn't you just say that you and your husband, like, you go out all the time?
Yeah, with your husband, date nights, because it's so important.
I mean, the woman seriously just contradicted herself.
Yeah, we go out a lot, Santa Barbara, because there's no pictures of them.
No, nobody bothers us. Oh, but if I could really go out without being recognized, I would go grocery shopping.
Girl, you know,
Oh
this
my
woman,
God.
I got to give that a side eye, Pat.
Thanks so much.
Getting a big
I'm very much
side
on
eye.
Instacart.
Hey, listen,
I would do that. I would travel in a
All
different
right.
way.
I'm sure you did, because you were a yacht girl. Okay, I have to talk about
You're
this.
shopping so much. So I'm very much on Instacart. I would do that. I would travel in a different way. I used to travel so much, and we can, but it has a lot of layers.
What the hell does that even mean? It has a lot of layers.
Yeah, a lot of layers. You just have to, like, now pack for your children.
Yeah. Oh, we have Kipper donated, became a YouTube member. Pidina became a YouTube member. Yes, thank
Yay.
you. And we have Marilu Poli for becoming my member. Thank you. But what does that mean? Can you please
Thank
break it
you.
down for me? What does that mean, layers to traveling? That means that they have to secure a private jet. That's what it means.
Yes. We have to get a jet. First, we have to see if we have enough money, right? We have to.
Or if they can, what you might call it, or if they can, because they grifter, or if they can grift off, because Tyler Perry has cut out that plane. They no longer use that for his plane.
Aren't they no longer speaking to Tyler because of the allegations?
Nope. Tyler Perry also has cut out the airplane use.
Well, yeah.
And Ron Burkle is not lending it anymore.
Yeah. So the layers those are the layers she's talking about.
Yeah.
I mean,
but you know, like, we can go, but at the same time, she's contradicting herself, because if she says that they can go out freely now, because it's a different chapter. Everything is a chapter with this woman, you know, like her ending up at the nut home is going to be a chapter too, you know?
Right.
So I would just backpack and road trip and be able to be a little bit more spontaneous.
I was talking with Melinda French Gates about how no one is speaking up, and that, you know, people aren't using their voices because it's scary to speak up. And she said, I don't think the voices are gone. They're just, what do you think of the direction our country is going in?
I think right now it's a really interesting time for the entire world. I just hope that people are able to.
What's with her voice, Pat?
Okay. That's part of the problem.
And it's like the entire world. She's like, she really, you know, because she really wants to over enunciate things, because she wants to sound polished and not black.
Well, okay. We can't say black. We can't say she doesn't want to sound black.
Well, she doesn't, does she?
Well, does she she doesn't want to sound like she's
ethnic. God forbid.
It's weird, because that's an American thing. Because I found when I'm in England, people that are ethnic sound just like the other people that are not ethnic. Like, everybody sounds the same in England.
No, sweetie. Hispanic people, you can hear my accent in Spanish. You know, like, people can spot, like Sofia got our people who speak Spanish.
But that's here over in the States and Canada. In the UK, people that are British and those that are actually from like like different cultures, they all sound like the same to me. I don't. It's weird to explain that you can't tell whether or not someone is from a certain ethnic group when you hear them speak. Is what I'm saying.
Maria G. It's a fake voice and step for wife smile. Another one of your subscribers says she does that when she's trying to lie. I agree.
Yeah, and also she has that vocal fry.
Yeah, she's trying to imitate Julia Roberts. But let's look at her.
Maintain the values that they feel are important to them.
What happened to Basham Trump? I mean, she has her voice back. Wasn't she the Little Mermaid? Got her voice back?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Did she say that
Yeah.
to Oprah?
Yeah, she said that.
Look at her face. This woman is not aging well.
And to feel safe and to remember our humanity with each other in all of it. Like however polarized the world can be or feel, you go back to the fact that we're human beings and try to find the way that we can connect versus feel divided.
That's right, Meghan Markle. So try to find a way, try to find some humanity and speak with your father, okay? You walking contradiction of freaking lies, woman. I mean, seriously, go. I mean, someone tell her, did you know that your daddy is trying to talk to you? But she wants to talk about connecting to our humanity and regardless of our differences.
Regardless, it's like the world, we're all united. What the hell is that? Like a Miss Universe speech or whatever? Such a word salad crap.
Whatever can feel trying.
On that note, you talked about growing up in LA.
Together has always been paramount. That's not new.
You're in a unique position. I saw you do an interview in 2016, and you had some choice words for President Trump.
I think it was in 2012, like the Republican Party lost the female vote by 12 points. That's a huge number. Mm-hmm. And with as misogynistic as Trump is and so vocal about it, that's a huge chunk of it.
Are there things you're dying to say or do right now that you feel like you can't?
No.
Are you freaking kidding me? Somebody shoot me, please. Are you freaking kidding me, Pat? She has no. He has the reason why she doesn't want to say anything because she's terrified of the Sussex title being taken away from Harry. Because she doesn't have a title. I have to keep reminding people. People can say, "Oh, they're going to take her title away." No, they can forbid her from using her husband's title, but they can't take any title that she doesn't possess away. But I mean, I have to replay that, guys, because isn't this woman who didn't she do that bench ad with Harry sitting on that bench about when Kamala was running for vice president? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Didn't she do the Lincoln Project ad for Kamala Harris? Yeah. Didn't she send letters to Congress talking about how she grew up in a $4.99 salad, which is absolute, how she grew up clipping coupons, which is absolute BS.
Yeah.
And now she told Oprah she didn't have her voice. They forbade her from saying things in the royal family. And now that she has a chance to say whatever she wants, this is what we get.
Or do right now that you feel like you can't?
No. I just make a choice of what matters to me and what's important to me.
So it's no longer about the women or having a voice or listening or using her platform to empower women or to talk politics and stuff like that. So it's only what matters to her. So clearly that crap about being humanitarian and political and being the voice of change was all BS.
Yeah, it's all BS.
Am I getting this right, Pat?
Right. Yeah. I mean, she talked about that and wanting to advocate for, the people having a voice to be heard for the elections. But see, I think right now Meghan has to put herself in this position where there's no oppositions. There's nothing bad out there. She's all is good. She can go where she wants. She doesn't want to say anything. Everything is really what it's supposed to be now. And I know that is not the truth. Meghan knows it's not the truth. She would love to be able to be more vocal about things, but she knows she will get rung through the ringer if she started saying anything about people and what she feels they should do, because she knows she's walking on eggshells with everything that she does, because people just are not taking to anything that she says. This is why she walks back the whole political thing. She definitely had ambitions to be in politics, reaching out to different people in Congress when she was trying to have that child care act or something that she was working on, she is realizing that she can't be vocal about things, but she certainly would definitely want to, I believe. I mean, is that not what you believe, Paula?
No, I just think that she was lying about everything. She has never been a humanitarian. I mean, she became a humanitarian. I mean, according to the school, according to the school and her father, he used to take her, and the school also had projects. So it's not something that she's done, right?
Right.
Let's not
Right.
forget that all this time when she went to one, she started becoming a humanitarian after meeting Harry in 2015.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Then
Yeah.
we really, really hard with that UN world that they got, or the UN. Oh, look at that! Camille Smith has given you
Oh,
$50
wow.
super chat. Thank you so very much, Camille
Thank you
Smith.
so much, Camille Smith.
Thank you
Wow.
so much. That is amazing. Thanks for donating to
Thank
Pidana.
you
Yeah.
so
So
much.
I don't think that she's ever been a humanitarian ever. That was a facade that she put on in order for her to create a curriculum. Right now, she doesn't need to create a curriculum because she clearly invited a bully to her show, like Chrissy
Right.
Teigen.
And she doesn't even talk about Archwell, like what's going on with the charity that she has. She's
Yeah,
not mentioning her charity. Like I'm always trying to advocate for my charity now that,
yeah,
I'm bringing that as part of my platform now because we desperately need the help. And Camille, thank you
yeah,
so much for that. I really
yeah.
appreciate it. But Meghan doesn't bring up things around her charity because that's not where her heart is. Her heart is about
Exactly, Pat.
saving money or getting this brand going
It's
so that
herself.
she
No, it's
can.
just to keep herself. I don't even think it's about a brand. She's using the brand as an excuse to keep herself in the news.
Yeah, because that's failing. Like that's not going to go anywhere. That brand, that show Netflix that she did,
Oh
that's
yeah,
not going anywhere.
and did you see the guy who went? Well, let's finish this so we can talk a little bit about the.
That was a different time in 2016,
Mhm.
certainly. But no, I mean, what was that, the Larry Wilmore show?
Yes.
I was so excited to have that. I was so excited to be able to go on that show at the time.
Yeah, to say, and the reason why she got on that show was to talk politics. That's why, because she was pitching herself as political. The same thing
That's
she did
right.
with Larry King.
Mm-hmm.
And that if she had a platform, that she would use that platform to be political and to empower voices and to use the voices,
Mm-hmm.
But no,
Yeah.
No, I think. Hi, how are you?
how fake is that woman?
That is just the worst. Where she does that, the lady is just bringing your food, woman.
But
Like what?
thanks for having us, Pat.
The Wilmore show.
Yes.
Listen,
I was so excited to have that. I was so excited to be able to go on that show at the time. Yeah, no, I think. Hi, how are you?
Good,
Thanks for having us.
Okay.
Thank you. I've got a classic and a jalapeno.
I'm a
Yes.
classic.
Okay.
Thank you.
Perfect.
Unbelievable.
There we go.
Thank you.
you
So
so
can I grab
much.
some napkins from you?
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll wait for the napkins.
Just to be
I'll
on
let
the
you-
safe
I'll let you
side.
finish your answer.
Of course, it was a different time. I was excited to be on the show, and I think, but that's not where I'm at right now. I don't think I haven't said anything since 2016.
what the hell is this woman talking about? She hasn't said anything since 2016. And look at her face. I mean, I'm going to make her face like properly there. Look at that face, Pat. We have to say something, ladies and gentlemen. Patricia McBride Demetrio, we cannot let this one go. She hasn't said anything since 2016.
Oh my God,
Like
Mark.
basically saying from the time I joined the royal family. So what was that Oprah thing? What was the cut things? What were all those interviews?
Yeah, that's unbelievable. Like this woman is just a big glob of Ozempic face. So you know what? She does look like she has Ozempic face to me.
Oh yeah, and those thick veneers and everything. But I mean, Pat, that she hasn't said anything since 2016. She hasn't stopped giving interviews since 2016 because that's when people are by pitching herself to the royal family and stuff like that. So let's watch this.
That was well before I met my husband too.
All right.
of
Well,
course.
Here we go. Should we try the burger?
And she
Yes, but
Here, we can do
you
a
don't keep
appreciate
burger
it.
either?
Giant pickle. Look at my jalapenos. See?
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Why does she have to moan when she eats a burger? Look at her munch away. Much. The other lady, I believe her last name is Chen, was very, look at this also. Look how white her parting is, and look how much she spray painted herself. But she doesn't spray paint her arms either. Those are the
Yeah.
details. But I mean, what does she have to much? I mean, I'm gonna put it in slow motion a little bit because that little dance, guys, playback speed. We're gonna do this. Look at that, munching away. Let me see.
Okay.
Look at that. Let's do it again. Let's do it again.
Okay.
What the hell is that?
Well, you asked earlier about
Look at her with her mouth open. Oh, her being a duchess. I mean, and then she's like, Pat. I mean, okay. I don't even know what to say, guys. I'm gonna put it back to normal because But here we go. Let's listen.
you feel the pressure to be real. We're human, we eat.
Yeah.
It's not always going to be elegant and beautiful.
What in beautiful? She wants to sound like Martha Stewart, being very beautiful, very real and authentic in the world.
But it's going to be delicious.
We lick our fingers.
Delicious.
And
yes.
She talks about how, being a real person, like that was a big part of this interview, is showing that I'm a real person. We're not always going to be elegant. We're real. We eat. Meghan, the fact that you have to keep.
What the hell is that?
The fact that she has to keep saying it just shows that, we know that you're not really like an authentic person because you keep trying to emphasize it, and that's just her trying to please trust that I am real and I'm a real person. I'm real. I'm really here.
I'm real. I'm real. But I mean, she's munching away and even my son at 3-4 years old, I taught him not to speak with his mouth open. Look at that.
Okay.
What else? You have lots of burning questions.
I have lots of burning questions. What have you learned about yourself since becoming Sussex?
Well, interesting. What I learned about myself is no matter what my name is or what people call me, I'm still
we called you names, Meghan.
The same person. So
that she's still the same person.
Yeah, and that's why you don't have any of the people that were in your life before you were royal. Those people do not exist. Anybody that she had in her life before she was married to Harry, these people are no longer in her life, except for that girl from Suits, right?
Nadia and Abigail, yeah.
Abigail Spencer, but she doesn't have her longtime friends. She doesn't have anybody that knew her before because you changed. You became a different person. You became a much more fake person when you married into royalty. You became unlikable.
I think also, because nobody knew about her. Nobody knew how much of a bully she is. So now that she's in our world stage, everybody can see how much of a bully she is. And she has increased that because she's gone without any accountability.
Exactly. No accountability. No accountability at all. And that's the thing that shows she'll keep doing things like this because no one ever holds her accountable. And I think it's wrong.
And this is we're going to talk a little bit just quickly about
on royal naming conventions. So are you Meghan Sussex? Are you Meghan Duchess of Sussex?
Mm-hmm.
Is Markle even on your passport anymore? Is it, we don't use that term anymore?
Well, when I got married, I changed my name.
Yeah.
But it's a complicated one for people to understand because a last name is not typical in that construct.
I think we expect
it's very complicated for this woman because she's trying to make something out of nothing because you can't do that. What she's trying to do, you can't do that. And for our beautiful people, for you two guys to understand, that we like to come with the receipts here whenever we get around these things, because clearly this woman is trying to invent and make things up. Okay. So what I'm going to share on the screen, guys, here. This is what is in the royal website. This is not Paula nor Patricia. coming up with things. This is the royal family name in the royal website. You can see it here, Royal UK, or like Meghan says, Royal UK family name. People often ask whether members of the royal family have a surname, and if so, what it is. Members of the royal family can be known both by the name of the royal house and by a surname, which are not always the same, and often they do not use a surname at all. And now what happened is because Prince Philip, when Queen Elizabeth married Prince Philip, well, she was a princess. And they had children. The children were not allowed to have his name. So, as an official name representing the monarchy, right? So then the official name of the monarchy, the House of Windsor. This is what you hear, the House of Windsor. It's like the House of Givenchy, for example, right? And then, but if you need a last name, the Queen, what she did in the Privy Council in 1960, the Duke and the Duchess, the Queen and the Duke of Edinburgh decided that they would like their own direct descendants to be distinguished from the rest of the royals of the royal family without changing the name of the royal house. So their royal house, the entity, the organization, their corporation. It's called, let me put in an example. You have Apple, right? Then you have an iPad. But it's an Apple iPad, but it's called iPad, the product, right?
Right.
Okay, there we go. So without changing the name of the royal house, as Windsor is the surname used by, so they decided in 1960 that it was therefore declared by the Privy Council that the Queen's descendants, other than those with the style of Royal Highness and the title of Prince or Princess, or female descendants who marry, would carry the name Mountbatten Windsor. And the first person who used it was Princess Anne in 1947 when she married for the second time. And she used her Princess Anne Mountbatten Windsor. And Prince William, so the surname Mountbatten Windsor, this is what it says here, first appear in an official document on November 14th. And then here it says that unless the Prince of Wales chooses to alter the present decisions when he becomes king, he will continue to be the House of Windsor, and his grandchildren or the rest of the family descending from Queen Elizabeth and Prince Philip will use the surname Mountbatten Windsor.
Yep.
Okay, so this is not us making this up. This is in the royal family's website. So this woman is clearly insane. And also both her kids, the ones that they claim to have, go by the last name Mountbatten Windsor in their birth certificates for a reason.
Right.
So listen what this
Back to last name. But is that a last name, or is that
It's not, but it's used roughly.
See how the word she uses? Roughly?
Loosely, rather. It sounds so silly to say, and I get it because I'm American. And
why are you using it? You stupid cow. Why don't you name your kids Markle?
And then I went there and and then you come back, and as an American, you go, I'm so confused.
Yeah.
It's a dukedom.
A dukedom. That's a new word for me.
How can this woman not know what a dukedom is?
Right.
It kind of shows how ignorant she is.
It's a dukedom. Okay.
So,
but that's all royal stuff.
So my legal name is Meghan, Duchess of Sussex.
Wrong.
But that's not true.
Absolutely false. She can't change the legal name of any. She can change her own last name. That she can do, Pat. But she cannot change the legal names of any blood royals. Only the monarch can do that with a letters patent by allowing Harry, because listen what she says. Her legal name.
Right.
Her legal name. But she can't change the name. Only the monarch. For example, if Harry wants I don't want to be known as Mountbatten Windsor, but then that's being disrespectful to the legacy of his grandfather.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
So, but then the king or the monarch, whoever it is, would have to issue a letters patent saying that Harry's will, if he needs to use a last name, will be Sussex.
Yeah.
So the king would have to issue a letters patent. So there's a big distinction between a legal name that she says, and she says that her legal name is Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, which means that Duchess of Sussex is the last name. So does that mean Lilibet is Lilibet, Duchess of Sussex, and Archie is Archie, Duchess of Sussex?
Yeah. That's the thing I think that most people need to recognize with Meghan is that she'll just say stuff that's not true. So anything that she says, even about her family or about the royals, she proves she's a liar all the time by lying on things that we know that are completely not what she's saying they are. That is a very it's a sign of her character and who she is, and how she
Absolutely.
just lies all the time.
Yeah, absolutely. And then we're gonna show you guys this little bit because I thought Pat and we can talk about it because um I actually did reach out. I've been cultivating a friendship with Humphrey Yogurt, and I finally managed. They got that fake doll there. They got I got an email. I did a video about it that they have always complied with California law. And then people were telling me, oh, but it may be in 1990, whatever that she claims. And I did a video because this is where it gets confusing for her. Because remember how she said in the Emma Greta, in the Jamie Kern Lima, she said that she had met Jasmine Bleeth and when she was working at Humphrey Yogurt, and she couldn't even think of her a Baywatch. She had to go to deodorant commercial. The deodorant commercial came out in 1997, right? So that means that she was not 13 in 1997. If she was 13 in 1997, she's younger than Harry.
Okay.
Because she says she was working at Humphrey Yogurt. Well, at least to Jamie Kern Lima. Because we know that she's gone in multiple interviews before saying that she grew up on the set of Married with Children after school. And then in Emma Greta, she said that after school, she went and worked at her Black grandfather's antique store. You know what I mean? But she's saying that. So she's talking about this. And so she couldn't have been 13 in 1997 because she says that, and then she went and repeated that. She forgot she had given an interview in E! Entertainment in 2013 or 14, where she said that she saw Jasmine Bleeth in the parking lot, and Jasmine Bleeth, she said, "Oh my God, I love you" in the deodorant commercial. And Jasmine Bleeth didn't even acknowledge her and just went in, right? But then she goes over here, and this is one of the things that I want to pick on this because Pat, you lived in California. And you know what I found out? That back then they were even more conservative. You would need not only the permit from your father or your legal guardian, but also from the school. Because you also needed to keep certain grade, and you could not work so many hours after that. Meghan Markle was going back then. Meghan Markle was going to the most elite private school. So you're telling me that she would need to work? But listen to this, Pat. Listen.
So it gets a little bit done.
Okay. That's it. All right. So since you mentioned Frozen, you gave me the perfect segue. We brought you some Humphrey.
Wait a minute. Look at her face. Let's look at this, guys. I'm going to put it in slow motion because she panics because this lady was shading her. And she threw her a curveball because you can see that. Look.
Since you mentioned Frozen, you gave me the perfect segue. We brought you some.
Look at her face. Look at that face, Pat. I'm like,
And you know what is so funny that I find that she acts so surprised. Clearly, the lady or the person was standing right next to her before they came on camera. She knew they were there the whole time because they're standing right next to her.
You know, I think she looks scared because she knows she's lying and she's about to repeat a lie again on another platform.
It's part of her repertoire of lies.
But look at her face, Pat. But look at that face. Look at that.
Yeah.
It's like she's scared because she knows that this is going to have repercussions, but because, she's trying to...
Free yoga.
Oh my God, does it still exist?
Oh, God.
Yep. She didn't even... You know how much of a bad person this woman is? She doesn't even do her homework. She doesn't even check whether, like her lies or whether they're still around, because she literally, I don't think, believes that she checks. This woman is so stupid. She just blabs whatever it is.
Just says whatever. Yeah.
Look at that.
Still exists. It still exists.
That is wild.
That is wild. That is wild. That is wild.
But wild with that LV at the end. That is wild.
Wild.
Exactly, Pat. Pat, let's both say wild.
Wild. Wild.
And that's something, Pat. So That is wild. Look how she shades Humphrey Yogurt.
So this was your first job?
Yes.
This is her first job. She wants it on the record.
Mm-hmm.
But it was very inventive at the time because you could.
What do you mean? What do you mean? They're not inventive now? At the time, they were inventive.
Yes.
You know, Pat, at some point in life, this woman needs Jesus in her life. And they're talking about their...
Perhaps she can harness all the attention.
No one's ever asked me that.
Oh, look at this.
People to know the truth.
But to believe it.
If you could choose one thing for people to know the truth about you, what would that one thing be?
No one's ever asked me that. What a great question. The one thing. Oh gosh, what's the one?
Oh, God.
Oh, the one thing. Oh.
What's the one thing?
No one's ever asked me that.
With the buckle fry. I feel like Madonna in Vogue, in Strike a Pose. It's like, oh my God.
Oh, Meghan, you just...
One thing. Oh gosh,
Pause. And she pauses because she wants the camera focused on her for more effect.
Yeah.
She's like, this is her moment.
Being overly dramatic. Take it all in, girl. Take it all in.
Look at her. This is her moment. Like she's in my moment.
I think when I sit with it...
Great eyelashes, by the way.
For a second here, I just want people to know that I'm a real person.
Duh.
And I think a lot of that gets lost in what can be super dehumanizing when you look at the clickbait culture and how much is written about someone.
Your dad. Shut up.
My friends have to read those things. Like I have
one friend.
What? Yeah, what friends?
But
you know what she said? Hold on, Paula. You know
Huh?
why she's saying my friends have to read that stuff? Because I'm telling them something completely different. I don't want my friends to know the truth about me. Why are you putting out these stories? You're giving away my lies.
Yeah. Or why are we fact checking her? That's the thing. That's the major problem she has. Listen to this.
the same one since I was 17.
Yeah, Nanaki,
I'm a real mom.
What about her? Yeah,
How about
right.
Nanaki since the age of 2?
Right.
I have to go and I choose to go and do school pickup and drop off, but I do.
You see that, Pat? I have to go, but I choose to go. She's talking about her kids, right?
Right.
I'm like a real mom.
But can I just say something real quick, Paul? I just want to say it's just so blatantly just wrong to say your friends that you've had since you were 17. What about your friend Nanaki? That was your best friend. Your best friend. You're just gonna like skip over that. You see, that is so telling to me because that brings out what a disingenuous and dishonest person you are. You can't even acknowledge that friendship that you are in real time editing your life, editing the things that have happened to you in real time. What person does that?
I don't know. By the way, Deidre, that's your subscriber. That's not her house. They're actually at the bookstore.
Yeah, that's
that mother bookstore. So but let's watch it because we're gonna finish
the same one since I was 17. I'm a real mom. I have to go and I choose to go and do school.
Listen
pick
to
up
this.
and drop. I'm a real mom. I have to go and I choose to go and do school pickup and drop off, but I do that under a landscape that is created that forgets that I'm a real person.
No, we haven't. We haven't forgot that at all.
No, she's forgotten it though.
Yeah, you forgot that you're a real person. Stop trying to be fake and
But did you see that Freudian slip when she said, I have to? Oh no, I choose to go pick up my kids.
Yeah, right.
But listen to this is really telling.
And how would you want someone to treat a real person in your life that you cared about or loved?
Well, why don't you call your parent, your father?
Yeah.
How about all the people that she has bullied out of a job? How about everybody? Remember in Reitman's, this was in March 2016, that director said that she was the meanest person he's ever worked with.
Yep. You don't treat your staff like real people. You treat them like garbage. They're not treated like they're people that matter.
Exactly. You tell them, Pat. That you tell this skanky
Right?
woman. Yeah, like I'm a real person. When she should start treating people that way. How about the royal family? How about the Queen when she was dying, or
Yeah.
Prince Philip when she was dying, or Catherine when she had cancer, or all the other people just because they call it. We fact checked this woman, and she doesn't like it.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's not her fault she lies so publicly.
Or respected. And so there's something about
By
that.
the way, respect is earned.
That's right.
That I think that often gets lost. And even though earlier I was saying you can compartmentalize, like I say that's a caricature. Yes, but my kids will see those magazines.
Well, then stop doing the stuff that you're doing so they don't have to see it. See, you're blaming it on other people. You have the
behind the
power.
kids. Oh, you're making my kids are gonna read that one day. Then they're gonna read about you, what a liar you are. How
Yeah.
you kept them away from her family,
Stop
from
being like that.
everybody. You know, it's like stop being a skank. Stop
Yeah.
being a skank.
Stop
That's
acting
it.
like
You
with
know,
that
like
skank-like behavior, then they don't have to read it. It's you have the power, Meghan. Change
you
your behavior, girl. Change it.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
And with that, we're going to get going because Pidana has to go and I have to go too, guys. But I wanted to say thank you. Thank you for watching us. And we're going to see you next Saturday. We're going to be in different locations. At least I will. And at least I will. But what do you make? To sum her up in 1 minute, Pat, what do you think of this crazy woman? Because Humphrey Yogurt has said to me that they have complied with all the California state laws and they have never hired anybody at the age of 13, full or part-time staff.
I think it's just along the path of what Meghan does. She's on a lying path. That's what she does. And she just lies about everything and you can't believe a word she says.
Rebecca Rodriguez says, but wait, didn't she say she doesn't listen to the media? But you see her friends do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Oh, and then she says in that interview that moms gossip. You know that mom, isn't she a mom? She's a gossiper then. You know,
yeah, because she's a mom too.
Yeah, well, and you know, like, oh, Camille's, oh, you got a sticker from $1 sticker by a Blue Star. Thank you very much for
Thank you,
donating
Blue
that.
Star.
And
Thank you, Lizzie
for
B. Oh, thank you,
donating.
Lizzie B, girlfriend. Woo, woo, she said.
We so much appreciate your guys. And
hey, Camille, thank you once again for your
yes, that was Camille
sticker.
Smith. That was amazing. Thank you all for
Mary
the
Lou
support,
and
for always coming to watch us. But we're gonna
Kipper
have some. So you're gonna have. Do you have? So what do you think of this woman? Because you
and
know that we
Guy
have Samantha.
Prezorel. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, what?
You know that Samantha Markle has the lawsuit, right?
Oh,
And
yes.
supposedly Mr. Markle is going to testify.
Yes.
What do you think? Do you think he'll testify?
Absolutely. Absolutely, he's going to testify. He's going to put out the real deal. He's not. Listen, I spoke to Thomas Markle. He told me all the lies and all the things that Meghan has done. He's already on the record saying a lot of things. He's just going to now say it under oath. And I think
we know that she
awesome.
never worked for Humphrey Yogurt, that she never worked at the age of 13, that she never had
he
to
said
make
she didn't work.
scrunchies,
Right.
that she never had to, she was not a latchkey kid, you know, like it is unbelievable. But for some reason, Pat, because I don't know, I did a video yesterday, I had 2 major newspapers reach out to me asking me if I could give them my source about the email. It's like, you go get your job. Why am I spending money making phone calls, long distance phone calls, and all kinds of things and everything? You know, why don't they do the homework? And why are you terrified of fact checking? You know why? Because they don't want to assume their responsibility. So they want to say this YouTuber said this,
right? Yeah,
you know, or this other person said that, or this was reported. Because when we reported, Pat, about Harry's being hospitalized because of, you know, happy things that he was taking, nobody afterwards, until the furore died down, then everybody said, oh yeah, he's always had a drug issue and stuff like that. Yes, of course, you know. But when we reported it, I mean, you were nervous, you know, like and like crazy. So what the mainstream media, it's like they're cowards.
Yeah, they really are. And they just, I think they do a lot of deals and they're protecting certain people, or they're trying to not be the ones that come out and say certain things. But
because they want to give the
know the
interviews
truth.
with the royal family. But I don't think William is going to allow this reunion. William has come out, or at least sources have said that he's not going to meet with Harry, because already Harry's leaking this information, or at least his skanky wife has leaked this information, because the newspapers is very clear that it was a U.S. source.
Yeah, a U.S. source. Yep. So they're just look. I'm just waiting for the downfall of this couple, and more Meghan than anything. This woman is not going to achieve the things that we watch her try to achieve. That to me is, because I just think she's just such a bad person, and I find much joy into watching her not do well with everything because of how much she's done to other people, but yet wants to say, be a human and I'm a real person. Like, girl, shut up. Do it yourself instead of talking about what people are doing to you. How about you do the things that you're saying people should do to you? Like, why don't you do that to other people? You don't. She is the meanest, worst person, lies on people, and treats her staff horribly, her
And she has
parents
nothing to
and
say
the
now.
elderly.
And she has nothing to say now. Don't you feel like you want to have anything to say? No.
Right. Nope, I said it all.
I'm done. But anyways, thank you for joining me, Pat. And you have a video coming up. Please go
Yeah,
go
I'll be
watch
putting
it.
on one
And
later today.
I haven't decided if I'm gonna do a video tomorrow or if I'm gonna do a live. I don't know. I'm trying to get Matt the Angry Bootnik. And then, thank you very much for joining us, guys. Please go and support P. Dinah's charity. It's very much appreciated. Please, we're going to leave the link in the video description for you to go and donate to her charity. And we're going to let you know more about the project. It's going to be purses. So they're going to be like one type of purse that's going to be limited edition, and it's all going to be for the charity. So thank you very much. Oh, and this is the donation link. Yay! So thank you very much, guys. And thank you, P. Dinah. And have a wonderful Saturday, beautiful people.
Okay, take care. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Bye.